The first time I told my family I wanted to become a painter, the laughter was so loud it drowned out the sound of my own heartbeat. My mother shook her head with a soft, pitying smile. "Be sensible, Daniel," she said, barely concealing her mirth. My brother, Jack, leaned over and whispered to me like we used to share secrets as kids, only this time his words were anchored in mockery. "A painter? Might as well declare you're running away to join the circus." I didn't know laughter could sting like a slap. My pulse thudded in my ears, my cheeks flushed with the betrayal of hope turned into ridicule. In the days that followed, the silence between us expanded, echoing in the corridors of our home. I began to find solace beneath the stars, lying on the cool grass, whispering my dreams to the night. A quiet resolve seeded itself within me, and just like that, I decided to leave. Taking only my essentials, a duffel bag of clothes, paints, and canvases, I slipped out of the house under cover of darkness. A bus ticket took me to a city teeming with anonymity, its vastness both daunting and liberating. Those initial months wove a tapestry of hardship and hope. More often than not, I counted pennies for paint and sketchbooks, clutching at small commissions and seeking out every art competition the city had to offer. In the dim, cluttered flat I called home, yellowed envelopes became my canvas. Strokes of deep blues and rich burgundies told stories I felt I could never articulate aloud. The nights were the hardest, silence crashing around me, memories of laughter lingering like a siren's song, tempting me to fold. But each dawn arrived with a soft palette of sky, coaxing me to persist. Little by little, through these paint-stained fingers, the world began to see what I had always believed. Galleries started to take notice. Curators saw emotion tugged across every brushstroke, raw, unfiltered, human. My paintings became whispers of my soul, resonating with others who found their own stories tucked inside the swirls of color and light. Success did not come as a flood, but as a gentle stream, nourishing the parched dreams once mocked into oblivion. With every gallery showing, every article penned with praise, I felt pieces of myself mending. Yet, 10 years slipped by in a blur of pigment and passion before I was ready to return. When I did, the town seemed smaller than I remembered, the streets lined with autumn's amber and gold leaves. The house stood the same, familiar and yet foreign, and it took all my courage to walk up the driveway. We gathered in the drawing room, my family. I was apprehensive, like a child freshly scolded, even though I had nothing left to prove. My father looked older, my mother's eyes softer with time. Jack stood in the corner, still holding that air of self-assuredness, though some of his edges had weathered with age. As they looked at me, eyes widening with recognition mingled with disbelief, I knew the time for vindication had arrived. On cue, a sleek car pulled up outside, its trunk brimming with my collected works. I motioned for the driver to bring them in. I watched my family as they unfolded canvas from protective wrapping, artwork after artwork filling the room with a kaleidoscope of emotion and color. My mother traced a finger lightly across a cerulean sky, an ocean depicted there mirrored only in the depths of her eyes. My father sat back, silent for the first time, perhaps struck by what his laughter had once nearly stolen from me. Finally, Jack stepped forward, standing before a painting I had created from the last photograph we took together as brothers. It transformed a mundane summer's day into a captured bond of sunshine yellows and greens, untouched by time. His voice, once filled with derision, trembled as he broke the silence. I never knew this was in you. His words were a balm, soothing even as they ached, pulling forgiveness from a place I had long forgotten to nourish. As I prepared to leave once more, their voices followed me out. Not laughter, not mockery, but an extended invitation of kindness, an understated warmth woven into a tapestry of rediscovered love. I felt free, the weight of unspoken words lifting as I walked away from the house. The road stretched ahead, welcoming and wide, and at that moment, the city, with its lights and whispers, was inviting me to canvas its tales anew. Dreams, like bruised echoes, have a way of taking root if you let them, growing in the least expected places, blooming under the most arduous of conditions. And sometimes, if you're lucky, they carry the power to weave their own endings.